Welcome to Kipchoge Stadium. This is Kano Kipchoge Stadium. Not named after Elliot, but Elliot does train here most weeks. As you can see, the stadium is not in the best shape, but the track itself is pretty good. We ran here this morning and then we just filmed a workout of St. Patrick's, which is the high school that many of Kenya's best runners come out of, so you'll see that in different videos soon. But yeah, this is what it looks like. The stadium was promised to be finished by the government some time ago. Still in construction, it seems. But yeah, we're going to quickly go through the training week. That was the 4th training week of the marathon specific block leading into Osaka Marathon. So we've got 7 weeks to go now, a little bit under. And yeah, feeling pretty good. I think I adapted to altitude. Well, of course I haven't fully adapted, but I think I'm doing pretty well now on day... what is it?
9 or 10?
Yeah, maybe 10. So yeah, this week was basically day 4 to day 10, 11 at altitude, and did a couple of pretty good workouts. I had one shocker, which I'll talk about in a moment. But before I start that, sponsors, huge thank you to Soar Running Apparel, who are the main sponsor of this video series. Go to running, training and racing apparel brand based out of the UK. I've been wearing their gear in all the training I've been doing out here. I'll be racing in their kit at the Osaka Marathon, and they've got some really cool colorways of their new singlets and their shorts I talk about all the time, being able to store a lot of gels, so definitely go and check them out at the link in the description of this YouTube video if you're interested in learning more about Soar. I've been really enjoying running in their jacket, the yellow jacket that you've seen in some clips. Go check that out on the website. Very thin, very lightweight, but also very, very warm when it's cold in the mornings here, so thank you, Soar. Top for Running, the second sponsor of this video series, supplying me with all the shoes. I've been really enjoying the Asics Super Blast that they've been getting me to test out. Yeah, huge fan of these. Actually, I've always liked Asics, but I've never really stuck with any of their shoes. I was more leaning towards some other brands, but I've been wearing these most of the trip. So yeah, we'll be talking more about them soon. I've been trying some other shoes which I'll share with you guys soon, but you can get a little discount at Top for Running, which is based in Europe, and it'll probably be the cheapest that you'll find on the internet for most shoes, I believe. So do check out the link in the description of this YouTube video to find those deals. We also have Precision Fuel and Hydration that have been fueling me through this series. If you've watched the first few episodes, you know that I'm going hard on the fueling this cycle, and at Osaka I will be. So, and yes, funny story this week where I DNF'd to work out because my stomach exploded. So that was fun. I learned where the limits of my stomach were, but to be honest, that was actually nothing to do with the carbs I took in a sense of Precision Fuel. It was actually probably the lunch I had that was too close to the workout. We'll talk about that soon. But huge thank you to Precision Fuel and Hydration. I've been really enjoying their gels, caffeine gels, their carb drink, very easy on the stomach. And thank you for your support. And Pillar Performance is the 4th sponsor of this video series. I've been really enjoying their triple magnesium drink. It's been helping me sleep. That's the big advantage to taking the triple magnesium. You know, at first I thought magnesium is probably best for the muscle recovery, which I think it has helped a little bit as well, but the sleep has definitely been improved, so I've just used it just before bed, have a serving. So huge thank you to Pillar Performance. I believe we've got discount codes on all of these sponsors now. Soar might be coming very soon. It might be in the description. We'll see. But the other 3 are all discount codes in the description. So thank you to the sponsors who are essentially allowing us to come to Kenya and film this series. So massive thank you. Okay, the training week. Okay, so jumping into the training week, this is a very short recap. The full 20 to 30 minute recap is in the podcast. Link in the description. You have to be a YouTube member or a subscriber to access that. I want to give them a little bit more value. I just ramble on for 25 minutes about the training for the week. Get very raw and honest about it. There's some dark times in the marathon block, and share it all. So but this is the overview, the brief one. So January the 2nd, Monday. Just a jog with all of the Sweat Elite training camp. We've got 20 people in the training camp here. We sold out pretty quickly. We all went for a run. In fact, they all weren't here this day. About half of them were here. The rest of them came the following day. So we did 5K very easy in 30 minutes. So very, very slow jog. In the morning, I ran with Charlie in the morning, just over 10 miles. He actually had a workout. No, sorry, that was in the afternoon, I'm sorry. On Tuesday, Charlie behind the camera here did a workout where he did 3K easy, 6K sort of moderate, I said moderate, steady, LT3, which I just made it up, solid, who cares. I mean, we try and label these things. That's just nothing. It's just a steady run. So yeah, that was a 6K steady run. Probably ideal to do that sort of stuff when I'm not fully adapted to altitude and I'm just getting into it. So yeah. Then we ran back up the hill, did some strides, 10 miles in 4:27. The next morning on Wednesday, Nell had arrived, so I ran with her, 18K, very easy. Oh, the next day was interesting. I did the Kenyan Fartlek. I'm not going to talk much about that in this video. I'm going to let you listen to the podcast for that, but let me just say that, yeah, I was, every time I come to Kenya and I do the Fartlek, I walk home thinking, what's happened to my shape? And it happened, I told all the campers it's going to happen to you, and then it happened to me again. So I went home thinking, do I have to change some things in the training? But I quickly reminded myself that that's how I feel every time I do the Kenyan Fartlek. I got smashed. You'll actually see some footage of that in this video, and I'll have a full recap of that in the podcast. Okay, so that was the Thursday. On the Friday, 13.6K in the morning in an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 9. And then we had a technique session in the afternoon with Timo Limo, really cool. Just jogged there and back, 3K there, 2.4K back. We did some laps when we got there. Saturday, 16K, just ran down to Moyben Road and then coached the group. And then Sunday was the big special block. Yes, so Paul Graham, who's here in Kenya, 29, 38, 10K guy. He's shooting for I don't want to put too much pressure on him, but he's shooting for a fast time at Seville, sub 220. He invited me to do a special block and it worked out well with me. And yeah, so we did 13 miles in the morning, 13 miles in the evening. You'll see some footage soon. We're supposed to do 5 miles, 8K, easy, straight into 7 miles at marathon effort, which is about 11K. And that marathon effort's not a strict pace, it's just how we feel. Morning, nailed it, absolutely perfect, around 3:28 per K, 5:33 per mile. Felt pretty comfortable. I was pretty surprised at altitude feeling that good. In the afternoon I had a shocker. I ate a lot of food during the day. The smallest thing like lunch coming out an hour late or 50 minutes late probably didn't help, and then in the afternoon I did the same thing, but I didn't finish. 5 miles easy, and I probably only did 2 miles at marathon effort, and my stomach just didn't cooperate, and then I just tried to finish and I couldn't. I pretty much just slogged it out to the end and got to 18.9K and pulled the pin. Way more about that in the podcast, you'll see some footage. And that's it, that's the week. So it was a total of 133 kilometers, which is around about 80 miles, I reckon.
Yeah, more, I think.
Yeah, going well. Yeah, so we're going to go into the next week. Similar mileage, I'd say, a few big workouts. But yeah, I hope you enjoy watching the footage from the workouts during this week, and strongly recommend coming to Kenya if you've been thinking about it. We're going to have another camp in August, so stay tuned for more information about that in future episodes. Oof, Fartlek time. Calm before the storm. We're here a bit early, so we have one. Sorry, what's your name? Tega. He's the first local here. Tega's run 62 for a half. We've just met. And you're training for a road race?
Yeah, I'm Treza.
Treza. So we don't know what the workout is yet, but this is a weekly thing that they do here in Iten. We're about 5K north of where we're staying, so we jogged here, and it's normally 50 to 60 minutes of fartlek on off, 1 on 1 off, 2 on 1 off. We find out on the spot just before, but we just know it's about 50 to 60 minutes of fartlek. So I'm a little bit nervous about this because I've done this before, and I didn't do it very well. I went out very hard, which is not actually that fast because of the altitude and the hills. But I paid the price big time and basically came to a standstill at like 25 minutes. Just cooked. So hopefully today I can... hello, morning. Good, how are you? Yeah, hopefully I can last a bit longer today. I have some friends that I might run with. I'll try and run with Nell. We'll see. So, but yeah, very soon there should be a lot of locals here.
Morning.
Let's see.
Good. Let's go. Chucking.
we're being dropped immediately. They're a good 400 meters ahead of us up to 2K. I think we're the smart ones though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go.
Let's move.
Yep. Jeez. The terrain is just brutal, like it's just rocky the whole way. I was always terrible at cross country, and this is what I'm not great at, so I'm gonna try and run with Nell for a bit. She's doing really well actually, she's just here. I've lost count what number this is, but we're on 16 minutes. Yep. Am I last? I better be close. Going like 3:45, okay, roughly on the fast ones, and like 4:20. No, like it was 4:20. Now it's like 5:20 on the offs. I keep losing my footing all the time. But finally a little bit of downhill. Last one. Finish at the top of this hill. One minute to go. everyone else?
An experience. Well, you thought we were behind everyone. I think we were in front of.
I think a lot of people dropped out.
And I was like, we're in dead last. I was like, what?
I think a lot of people pulled out.
Yeah. I mean, that was like, you're like, okay, but you're right. If you go too hard one time up here, you can't recover from it. So I thought I was gonna puke in between 3 through 12 of them.
What made it even harder was we had a headwind almost the whole way.
Yeah.
Just 35 minutes. I have no idea the pace. I didn't dare to look, honestly.
Yeah. At one point I was like,
I didn't dare to look at the pace.
probably about 8.
Yeah, we were like, some of our ons were like 7-minute miles,
Yeah.
4:20, 4:30.
But I mean, the footing is like,
It's the.
you're hopping.
It's like this the whole way. Like that. Yeah. That was a really good effort.
Yeah.
That last hill just
Yeah.
completely killed me.
Yeah. You know, it reminded me of when we ran Magnolia
Oh yeah.
and we were doing that long run. And we finished fast up that hill. Yeah, that was good. That was fun.
So it's Sunday. We have a special block today.
Yeah.
So Paul here has invited me to do a special block with him, and I thought it'd suit the training because Paul's doing Seville, aiming for sub 218. The week later, doing Osaka, aiming for sub 220. And yeah, so Paul invited me to do 13 miles this morning and 13 miles this evening.
Yeah.
What's the pace? We're in miles today, so because Paul's a miles guy.
Yeah, it's
So-
the only way in the UK. So it's just 5 miles up, easy pace, not jogging but easy, and then we've got 7 miles at 5:35s, and then 1 mile back down the other end, and it's exactly the same. We go again and do the same thing this evening as well. So yeah,
I've never done anything like it. Have you?
not quite the same intensity on the second set. I've done sort of double session days, but not with the same intensity in the evening. It's normally slightly easier, but we move.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's interesting. Paul's definitely he's fitter than me. He's been here longer than me, so I don't know if I'm going to hang with him the whole time. I'll sort of feel it out. Do the first few harder miles. If I'm cooking, I'll probably pull back a little bit. Yeah.
What's the time now this morning?
It's 7.
Yeah, about 7 a.m.
And what time are you going out again this afternoon?
Yeah, good.
I think we'll go about 4 p.m. Kind of probably play it by ear a little bit, but 4 p.m. probably sounds about right. Tried to get out nice and early this morning so that we can maximise the time between sessions, so it's not getting home, eating food and then coming straight back out to do the second one.
Yeah. Paul's on the fueling bandwagon. He's practicing today, so am I. So we don't necessarily need fuel during because it's probably an hour 15, but we're taking it in to practice. And Paul shared before that it's maybe something that's held him back before in marathons, like not being able to process the fuel. So he's doing some practice, and I'm doing some practice. So yeah.
Nice.
What are you going to take? When are you going to take it in? Oh, we have a car, by the way.
Yeah, I'll probably take it about a mile into the harder work, just so that the body's already in that sort of mode and you're used to taking it on at an effort. There's no point taking it when we're jogging, because taking fuel when you're jogging and taking fuel when you're running hard are very different things.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into it.
So this morning now, what we are going to do with this morning is we are going to sit on that thing so that even if we invite our friend, at least
Didn't really come against him until that point, but now, what's happened this year? Cheers.
Thanks. heroes. Today just coast, marathon effort. Shouldn't be too hard this morning. This afternoon might get tough.
It's probably going to bite in the afternoon a bit.
Comfortable?
Yeah, perfect. Right level of effort.
Point one.
Yeah, it's going to be a 5:29.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Well done.
That's slow. Yeah, slow though. What was the last mile?
It was 30.
Nice.
Our last three were 32, 31, 30. So, just like that. Gradual increase, controlled.
And what's that in kilometres, Matt, for the other viewers?
5:30?
Yeah.
3:24?
Nice.
26, I think, is it not?
26. Yeah. Felt really good. I think we were working the hills well, like not going up them hard. We were just floating up them. So it led us to use the downhills. Perfect run.
Yeah, perfect. That's banging. Same again this evening, yeah?
1 mile easy, then we come back and do it again. And 8 hours.
Like deja vu. Big time deja vu, eh? All down the hills, literally.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How many hours later are we?
9?
4 o'clock. We finished at, we started at 7, so we would have finished at 8:20.
Yeah.
So we've had 7.5 hours break and just doing the same thing again. 5 miles easy, whatever that ends up being, maybe around 7-minute mile pace, a bit faster towards the end, into 7 miles hard or marathon effort. We've got the vague goal of 5:35 mile pace. We were 5:32 this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be heat dependent and wind dependent.
Yeah, the challenge we've got now is that we're obviously a bit more tired and it's hotter. So, I mean, personally, I'm not really shooting for a pace exactly. I'm going to just roll with Paul until I feel like it's too hard and then see what's happening. But I don't really want to get to the end being completely exhausted. I want to get to the end feeling like I could have done another mile or two if I needed to. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it's going to be very hard, but we're not going to be racing each other at the end trying to get to a finish line. What do you have for lunch?
Rice and lentils, a couple of chapatis as well. So perfect Kenyan fuel.
I was pretty much the same. I panicked a little bit actually because I was similar. Rice, chapati. Chapati's just bread more or less. I had it at 1:45. So 3 hours ago? 2.5 hours ago. Yeah, see how we go. I think we're overthinking this, aren't we? Let's get into it.
The same thing as this
We're
morning.
just procrastinating.
Yeah. Anything else we can talk about to delay this any further?
No, let's go. I actually was thinking we'd do it back there, but I just kind of forgot. Yeah, we're special block done, DNF. Gave my best, but I said to Reem at about the 10 mile mark, I just probably wasn't ready for that. Gave it a shot. I think I was probably aerobically in shape for it, but whether my muscles were and my stomach certainly wasn't. So yeah, I said to Reem at like 9 miles when I stopped for about the 5th time to take a toilet break that I found the limits of the carb intake, which is probably a good thing. Had a lot of carbs today. I was experimenting. Had a huge plate of rice and bread for lunch. Probably was a little bit too close to the afternoon workout. Took a Red Bull and a bunch of carbs in a drink close to the run, and did a few miles. I think maybe 3. Feeling pretty good at around 2. I think it was at around 5:40, 5:35, 3:30 per k. Pretty quickly became pretty uncomfortable in the stomach. Simultaneously, my asthma was a little bit not great, and just sort of slogged it out. Slowed down, went to the toilet a bunch of times. Tried to go 13 miles, but at 11.7, I was just going to the toilet like every minute. So I was like, this is just stupid. So I just stopped. So, I think pretty good day, 39-40k. Got quite a bit of effort in at marathon effort. Quite a lot of distance in at marathon effort, and I think that's really good stomach training. Like I've just completely hit the limits of what I can take in. So yeah, I see like people often say, oh, I can't take a gel or I can't take a drink because my stomach won't take it. Like that's just not true. That's not how it works. I've just stretched the limits a little bit, and yeah, I can't be too disappointed. I mean, almost a full marathon today, and I'm still I think on the 9th or 10th day at altitude. So good running for me. I'm happy with that. A couple of really easy days, and we go again. Thanks for watching.